So when we talk about dividing fractions, all right, when we divide fractions, we're going to multiply by what's called we multiply the first fraction by what's called the reciprocal of the second fraction. And a reciprocal is basically the opposite of the fraction. So reciprocal is the opposite, or we'll call it the opposite right now. We talk about a reciprocal. If we have a fraction a over b, its reciprocal is b over a. So instead of calling it opposite, let's actually call it the flip of the fraction. Let's use the word flip, because opposite implies we're changing signs. But we're just going to take the reciprocal of the fraction. So for instance, let's find the reciprocal of these given expressions. So for instance, the reciprocal of 5/8. You just flip that fraction. Its reciprocal is 8/5. The reciprocal of 6/5. Again, you just flip that fraction, so it'll just be 5/6. The reciprocal of 4. Well, remember, we need to write 4 over 1 as a fraction. So when you flip it, it's just 1/4. And the reciprocal of 1/3. Well, when you flip 1/3, you get 3 over 1, or just 3. So that's what a reciprocal is, right? And so the way this works now is we're going to use the multiplication process, but instead of using just straight multiplication, we're first going to flip the fraction. We're first going to find the reciprocal and then multiply. So I want to multiply 1/9 divided by 4/5. So what I do is I always take the second fraction and look at its reciprocal. So I'm going to do 1/9, and I'm going to multiply it times. The reciprocal of 4/5 is 5/4. And so again, I'm going to look for common factors. There aren't any. So when I do this, I get 5 over 36 when I multiply. That's how you divide a fraction. So 6 over 7. When I multiply by its reciprocal of 3/5, the reciprocal of 3/5 is 5 over 3. Common factors, 6 and 3 both have a 3 in them. So I'll take this, and 6 divided by 3 is 2. 3 divided by 3 is 1. So that'll be 10 over 7. 9/14 divided by 2/3. So again, 9/14, we're going to multiply that by the reciprocal, which is, sorry, that was 3/2, so the reciprocal is actually 2/3. And when I do that, again, 9 and 3 both have a common factor, which is 3, so that's 3, and that's 1. 2 and 14 actually have common factors too. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. 14 divided by 2 is 7. So this is 3 times 1 is 3. 7 times 1 is 7. 3 sevens. 5/8. And then remember, this 4, we have to rewrite it as 4 over 1. So when we flip, we're going to multiply that by 1 over 4. Looking for common factors, there aren't any. So this is just 5 over 32. And then this last one, 7, we need to rewrite that as a fraction. But this time we're going to flip the back window. So 2/9 flips to 9/2. Common factors, there aren't any. So this is 63 over 2, which is not reducible. So again, when we divide fractions, the only thing that's different here is we're going to multiply by the reciprocal. You're going to multiply by what's called the reciprocal.